Well, I'm delighted to say that today I get to talk to Sophie Macleod. But first of all, Sophie, it's Christmas, and it would be great to hear maybe what your sort of favourite Christmas memory is as a child.
Well, I really enjoyed having the post box at primary school where you could write a card to everyone in your class, post it in, and then at the end of the day, hope that you got a card from your friends that even though they're sitting next to you.
Wow, I never did that. Fantastic. Obviously, at Christmas time, we celebrate how Jesus came into the world. It would be great to hear for you how Jesus maybe became real to you.
I did go to church when I was younger, and I think a real significant moment when I actually felt like Jesus was real was when I was about 17. We were asked to pray for people at church who needed healing for something, and I was paired with someone who was an anaesthetist who had a damaged hand, and so he couldn't work. And I just sent up as like a simple prayer, and it turned out that actually a year later, this man and I both became like baptized on the same day. And in his testimony, he said that he had been healed from his hand problem, and that had made him believe. And I was just completely like stunned that God would actually use like little old Sophie, 17, to be part of this healing. And I was like, wow, he's real. And that was a significant moment for me.
Fantastic. What would you say in terms of life more generally? In what ways would you say he makes a difference in your life, or he has made a difference in your life?
I think on a day-to-day basis, there isn't like standout healing moments like that. But I think daily I just feel that God is with me, and he really cares for me and like, hears my prayers. So even small prayers, be it like strength for the day ahead, or last year I had a really difficult, nasty ongoing dispute with a colleague that just turned really horrible, and he worked through that, and we actually now work really well together. And so small prayers have been answered, bigger prayers have been answered. Looking back when we went to Uganda, so many ways that God was weaving his way to enable us to go and be used in a useful way, for example. So I guess I just see him at work kind of in small ways and big ways.
Very good. And in the last year, you've become a mum. And I guess I just wondered whether that has given you any fresh insights into the Christmas story particularly.
Yes, it has. So I have a son called Micah who is 10 months now. I think initially I was really struck by how like intense it is looking after a baby, and like relentless like feeding, getting up in the night, and just I was so grateful that I have a comfy home and supportive family. I gave birth in a clean hospital, and it's made me think numerous times about mums across the world who are perhaps in like refugee camps, uncomfortable situations where they might not be sitting in a comfy nursing chair all day feeding, and it made me think of Mary as well. Like she was displaced, she gave birth at a horrendous like setting, and Jesus's like really humble beginnings were really, really uncomfortable. And becoming a mum this year has just made me just in awe of her, I suppose, and Jesus in that uncomfortable start, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Absolutely. Brilliant. Well, really appreciate it. Just great just to get a quick window into your life and some of the things you've been reflecting on and thinking about, and great to hear your story, Sophie. So thank you for joining us this Christmas time, and I hope you have a really great Christmas.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Merry Christmas as well.
Thank you.